Watch what's approaching, the supreme moment. Reality striking closer than it seems, don't it? Go ahead, it's for the taking if you want it. If not, the dream dies and you'll be forever haunted. Then confront it.
What's good? Okay, so we did have information during the special live stream event last Saturday about the new editions of Super Battle Road. However, it is confirmed in game that we are getting a new stage under Boss Rush as well. So it'll be Boss Rush Stage 9 coming up. Now, there's no idea as to what the units or bosses are going to be, or whatever. But the point being, there is going to be a preparatory time to where Boss Rush is not going to be available, and based on that, looks like the prep time is going to be August 26th midnight. That's obviously JP time on Monday, and then they don't really have a finish date, I guess, for the Junbi Kikan, which is the prep time. But usually in the past, it was like a day or two, maybe 2 days, 3 days tops, when all of that would be conducted and completed. But the good news about a new stage in Boss Rush with Stage 9 coming up is it's essentially going to be at least 35 Dragonstones by completing it. So that's free extra Dragonstones that we'll be able to get toward the multi-summon when the Dual Dokkan Festival drops for LR Super Saiyan Gohan and LR Cell. So that's close enough to a multi-summon. So again, 35 stones is based on the previous Boss Rush 8 rewards. Now, depending on if it's a lot more difficult, they might increase that to potentially 40 stones. But we'll have to find out exactly when more information comes out. But it is going to be prepared on August 26th. So of course, it's not going to be available during that time. That's kind of how it was in the past. Now, let's go on to the Super Battle Road news. Now, what we know so far in terms of the new category stages coming up, which they covered in the live stream, was Universe Survival Saga, Super Saiyan 3, and Giants. Basically, those are the only 3 category stages that they covered or highlighted during the stream, and obviously there's going to be 10 total based on each rollout of new stages. So, there's potentially going to be a lot more. We just have to find out what those are going to be. The only other thing I wanted to cover is, of course, this has already been covered to an extent, but we do have a new reward from completing the Super Battle Road stages, and depending on how many missions you complete, it's going to, you'll get up to 5 copies of that. But it is going to be the LR Kid Goku and Bulma unit as part of the reward, and the only information we have regarding these units is basically the passive skill. So again, I'll cover that here real quick. I've already covered it before, but we'll review. So basically, it's based on the type of category allies you have on the team, and depending on how many of them fulfill that criteria, the stronger this unit gets. So just reading this out loud, for every Dragon Ball Seekers ally on the team, it's an attack and defense increase of 7% up to 35%. And then for every boys and girls category ally on the team, it's attack and defense increase of 7% as well, up to 35%. And then for every Childhood Saga ally on the team, it's attack and defense increase of 7% up to 35%. And then for every combination ally on the team, it's +1 key up to a maximum of 5 keys. So again, this is going to take in some consideration as to team building on what units cover the most criteria in terms of multiple categories. I'm guessing they stack on top of each other depending on if a unit has more than one category fulfilled. So that's certainly going to be very interesting. The other thing too is obviously there's going to be an update to the battlefield medals to be exchanged. Now, during the stream, they did cover that the Krillin unit as well as Android 18 are 2 brand new introduced units that'll be available to be exchanged with the battlefield medals. So we don't know anything about stats or anything like that with those 2, but as more time goes on, we'll find out more information. But again, this is also going to be conducted in terms of prep time on August 26th, Monday, 12 a.m. That's JP time, obviously. So depending on where you live, the time zone differences do apply. But outside of that, I think that pretty much consists of all the news that we need to cover. Again, Boss Rush 9 is coming. That's going to bring up at least 35 Dragonstones you can get out of completing that, and then Super Battle Road, obviously, with the new reward coming up. So again, it's a brief video just covering the news, so hopefully you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys later.